Yo, what is up, guys? Today, another trade recap. So, today, I'm gonna just get straight to the point. We took two losses. One loss, I would say, is arguably a bad loss. The second loss, I would say, is isn't as bad as the first loss. Uh, but the second loss could have been prevented, I think. If I think actually, the second loss could have not been prevented, but it was a better trade than the first loss in that sense. So coming in today, I was looking pretty bearish. Looking back on it, I'm not sure why I was looking bearish, but I was looking bearish for the day. Why was because we had like this massive move up, and I was anticipating some sort of rebalance. But if I look back at the market the way I am right now, going long makes so much sense to me. Like looking back at it, but it is what it is, I guess. So why I was looking bearish is because we respected. So this higher got respected with some for value gap or supply zone within here. Then we got this massive sell off yesterday. This sell off where did this sell off go to? Actually, this sell off did not go anywhere. This sell off went back to this demand zone that we left here. I mean, probably we probably tapped somewhere in this demand zone within this wick in here. If we go on a lower time frame, we will probably find it where it was. So actually, we don't, but probably the 50% of this rejection block that we respected. So yeah, we respected that. After we respected that, we started moving back bullish a bit. And what do I see happening with that move is that we respect the supply zone in here. We get the massive sell off. This massive sell off sweep these lows right here. Sweep this and this lows, getting some sort of manipulation. What do we see happening? We sweep these lows right here and here, and we get back into this. I was anticipating like some sort of longs from here because this is like a general area where we could see. Actually, if you go like in a high time frame, it's a general area where we could see buyers be coming back because of this demand zone. So with those things, my manipulation and demand zone, I could like clarify to myself, okay, this low got created. Where does this low at least where does this low at least want to go to? For instance, we need at least this would at least go to this demand supply zone back in here. And then I could argue to myself, okay, if we were gonna like respect this demand zone, then the odds of us going lower is pretty likely because we have these equal lows right here, and with this underlying motive that we need to rebalance, actually that we already respected this, there's no reason for us to sweep higher. We could move lower, but the thing I didn't see, I think, is that yeah, New York opens. We don't do that. We don't do any of that. So what happens is that we just sweep Asia high. Okay, we sweep Asia high, right? We still have this demand zones marked out. With this in mind, I'm thinking, okay, we could still be looking bearish, right? So as of right now, we get three candles. These candles do not sweep each other. So I was looking on the 15 second at this time. I will show you guys as well. Top step X. So the first trade, as you can see, red. 15 second, let me find it again. So on the 15 second, let me remove this. So on the 50 second, I don't know where, like we sweep this high right here. We get a reaction off of there. This high that fails to sweep this high. We still create lower bodies. With that in mind, and we get this market structure shift right here. I count this as the market structure shift because we close with a lower body. I was looking for any kind, actually not any kind of, but I was looking for a retracement. So where do we get that? If I mark this to here, we get this retracement right here. We got that retracement right there on this candle. Wait, this is not right. Trade? Did I trade here? No. Where the fuck did I take my trade? Market structure shift right here. Wait, why did I take this trade? How did I lose this trade? How did I lose this trade? If I, this is the high. Yeah, this is the high that sweeps this high right here. This is the manipulation. We sweep the Asia high with this move. Get a reaction out there. This high feels to sweep higher. Create this mark structure shift right here. Just play the retracement within here. Actually, we don't. We kind of go higher than that, and then could say 50% of that. The candle gets respected. Put body closure down below. Then take the trade. Like I could take it right here. And stops below this. I'm not like looking back at it. I don't know how I lost this trade, but I lost this trade. How did I lose this trade? What? Wait, let me see what trade I took because. Yo, there's actually no way I lost this trade. This should have been a winning trade. I'm looking back at it and I'm saying to myself, what? How did I lose this trade? It doesn't make sense how I lost this trade. Yo, I don't know what happened today. I might have not been like really alert or something, but there should be not a reason why I lost this trade. Why? Is because I had reasoning for this short, right? This short, there was reason. So Asia high got swept. We respected this 15-minute. Actually, I don't know which time frame supply this was. You could just say it was this supply right here. So we respect this supply zone, get the Asia high manipulation. We just wait for confirmation. We get that confirmation right here, sweep here, big candle down. So this, we don't take an entry off of this candle. We wait for a candle to give us confirmation. So this candle you could count as a CISD or like, but I would count this as my market structure shift because we get body closure down. We feel to go high, like this is internal. We feel to make higher lows, higher highs. I mean, disrespect this candle. I should have taken my entry from right here or right here. But there's no way how I lost this. This should have been a winning trade. Looking back at it, how did I lose this trade? Okay, beside that, okay, we lost this trade somehow. I'm not sure how I lost this trade, but we lost this trade. So that should have been a winning trade. Looking back at it, I don't know. It's probably with the fact that I was not having a clear mind. I woke up today and I noticed that my whole day, throughout my day, I didn't have a clear mind. This is a sign that I should not be trading. I'm going to take that within, I'm going to journal that and take it with me. Why? Another thing that I realized with today's trade is that I should notice like zones where we could possibly get a reaction out of. So what I mean by that is that usually I will mark out my zones before the market opens, right? But when market opens, I don't mark out my zones that get created. For example, we get this supply zone right here that got created. So you could argue, actually not argue, but like you could just say, okay, price created a new supply zone right here. Odds of us reacting off of this right here is likely, right? So, I mean, it's like there is a possibility of us reacting out of this supply zone, I'm trying to say. We could also say, okay, this overlines with this. We could say we get a reaction out of here, but it's just the whole area that we should be taken in account of. So what is it? It's also in this count, so we could see a reaction out of there coming. So that's why I need to notice that. Another thing, okay, so I'll get it in a second trade, but this is, I'm not sure how I lost this trade, but yeah, this should have been a winning trade. One thing. Looking back at it, it comes down to me having brain fog and me not being clear at the market, which I realize now, but so which is a good thing and I can improve on it. If you realize a problem, you can improve it. That is how it goes. If you realize something, you can improve yourself, become a better person next day, and just keep on going. So yeah, that's how I'm gonna become a better trader now. So this is the first trade I lost. So the idea behind it was that Asia high got swept. We had resting liquidity down below, and we could take a quick scalp, you could say, or quick trade to the downside to at least see us maybe coming back down in this demand zone right here. Yeah, let's see coming back down in that demand zone right there. Did I think it was likely that we was gonna resweep this high? No. But yeah, but I would have been out before that even happened, because I would have taken the thing I learned today is that I will be taking such things like these in account, and if we like start getting reaction off there, I will adjust it and probably try to take my what's it called, my TP out before we even reach there. So I was overall bearish at this coming in today, but yeah, we got stopped out. Could have been a win, but yeah, it is what it is. Second trade I took was after we got the big rally, after that move got created. So let's remove all of this. We eventually do get the place where I was looking for us to react off of. So I was anticipating us to react off of this zone right here that I just marked out, which we actually do. So that's a good sign that we actually are bullish, but unfortunately not in the way I want to be. So we get a reaction out of there, sweep everything that I had gets just rejected. So this doesn't really matter anymore. This doesn't really matter anymore. So, but where do we stall? We stall at this this is rejection block supply, but I marked it out and we stopped like at the 50% of it. So at this point, same trade, but this time I'm not just saying to myself, okay, I'm just gonna take a continuation. I wait for the confirmation. So this is not the trade I took. This was another loss, but yeah. So I wait for the confirmation. This trade, we get it right here. Eventually do sweep lower. I wait for our market structure shift to happen. Where? Right here. I could have said to myself already, okay, market structure shift happened here already, but I didn't, and I waited a bit longer. Why? It's because I wanted to see a bit more structure. Looking back on it, could I have taken the trade from here? From this market structure shift, then this to this. Actually, no. Looking back on it, it was good. Why? It's because we were really, really bullish. I took already loss. I should take the most optimal trade. So looking back on this, waiting for this market structure shift was good. And we're just taking a continuation, right? But the thing that I messed up today is I was drawing my OTE from this level, but putting my stop loss, for example, right up here. In this case, I should be placing my OTE on the same level as where we are putting my stop loss, because it wouldn't make sense that if I think this is the high, why not put my stop loss there, right? That wouldn't make sense. So I should have drawn it from here. That's a small detail that I should realize. And another big detail that I am realizing is that I mark out this super big range. Where is this big range valid? On the 5 minute, for example. This range is on the 5 minute valid. Why am I expecting that we are gonna hold this, why am I as a trader expecting that we are gonna rebalance this on the 15 second within a couple candles? Because that's not the way I should be thinking. So price has all the reason to not chop around on the 15 second and then be on the 5 minutes doing the move down. So what I'm trying to say is that this detail that I didn't realize before is that I can mark out big time frames. Like I can mark out this, but we don't have to rebalance this on the 15 seconds with the same speed as I'm anticipating. So I'm trying to say is that this would have been a more likely what do you call it, discount or premium tool that I could have drawn, because it's on the lower time frame. It's more likely for us to do something like this. This is the range on the lower time frame. I'm drawing a range on the higher time frame and expecting it on the lower time frame. That's not how price is gonna work. So that's something I realized. And those were the two things I realized, that the higher time frame is not the same as the lower time frame. So yeah, this is the trade I was trying to take. I was trying to get it to down here because if we were gonna sweep this low, we were definitely gonna go lower. Definitely gonna get to where? To this supply zone that I have marked out right there. So I was anticipating something like this to happen. But I didn't take my trade from there. Why? It's because I drew it from right here. Then the stop loss was right here. So yeah, we got stopped out right there. Trade did eventually did what I was trying to see. And looking back on it, I actually just got stopped out twice, like with the wick. So this wicked me out, this wicked me out, and went to the place where I wanted to go. So that's pretty annoying. But overall, I was like, my bias was correct. The way I was looking at the market was correct, but the way I entered was incorrect. And yeah, overall, I'm not too upset about the losses. But yeah, it's just annoying, I guess. But from these losses, I learned a lot, and I just got a new insight that wow, how I took a loss there. It doesn't make sense, but unfortunate day. We took two L's. So yeah, let's see what it counts as right now. So we got this 250, 175, and 163. So that's it basically. That's it basically for today's video. We took two losses. I learned my actually I did not. I learned more from it. I did not learn my lesson because I didn't really do something wrong in a sense. Except only from here, I kind of rushed my trade here, but I learned from these trades, and that's what trading should be about learning and improving as a trader. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you guys watch this video, comment down below if you have any questions. I will be replying to everything. If you comment, just comment. And I see some new people subscribing to my channel. Thank you guys for subscribing. Like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video, which will be tomorrow. Hopefully tomorrow is gonna be a win, but like that's not really what we should be focusing on. I should be focusing on getting the best execution and taking these new things I learned to the next day in trading. I will be improving as a trader, and when I end January, I will be a way better trader than I started in January. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. That's the goal. And yeah, hope you guys liked this video. And yeah, if you guys won or lost today, comment down below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching.